Previously on the Cyclist Tactics. And they've just gifted me the stage win because they went way short. And that move has allowed David Perry to go into the leader's jersey, though his poor prologue means that the margin is very narrow and we're going to have to ride very defensively if we want to have any chance of holding this lead by the end of the tour. No reason for us to stay in P1 until we get to here at least, where you've got this technical into cobble into technical, and at that point the race will speed up. So I will skip ahead to then. In hindsight, probably a mistake to have Campbell relay hard the turn before, because it allowed the other riders in the relay to really cause problems for me. Now we cannot get out of P2 without spending attack points, and given how scarce that resource is, I would like to save it. Don't think it's going... it will be a problem, but we have to go now. There's no about it. We're running out of turns and we don't have anyone in the relay. Well, goodbye to the peloton. Perry obviously is following that. That is such a close call, but I do think Morale is going to take the win, or is he? Because he's out of energy, and this pack that's charging in is going to get a lot further across the finish line than him. Well, moment of truth. The pack gets ahead of Morale. That's a heartbreaker. Wait, can we actually sprint over this? I suppose there's no harm in trying, because we're going to recover all of the attack points anyway. Perry did not even use his attack points in this stage. He got out sprinted. It's no big deal. Missed out on the stage, obviously, but still leading this race. Ward actually moves up to 9th because there were more riders that lost more time than him. One other feature of this game that I haven't used much myself, but was tipped off that could be worth using. Pins. I'm going to pin Samuel Alexander because I think he is the rider who's most likely to try and tear this one up. He's got so much extra speed and energy over David Perry that if he wanted to, he could drop me. And then in this bit of the live commentary, it sounded like I was eating my microphone, but Alexander goes for the move here, but the slope is too shallow. Most of our team is still in it. Alexander used his max move and got reordered behind by the rest of the pack. Yeah, Dieter able to make up for not being able to contest the last stage. Burned himself out to make sure there was no attack too early. Even if we do get attacked over, at this point we're not going to be losing that much time, if any. Now we can try and reorder behind the lot with Perry. If they don't want to reorder themselves, well, so be it. Well, they did reorder behind Perry, so it's not going to be a stage win. Because of that, I'm not even going to sprint. I just want the attack points. One more stage like that and we pull off a grand old heist. We can beat Dorish to the line, but Alexander's got 100 energy, so much more extra pace, and that's going to cut off any slipstream advantage we can get. That one has to be respected. Bernardi has gone off the front. We're going to have to start scrambling now. Never mind. Peloton catch them immediately. But definite statement of intent. We have to be ready for anything from here on out. Oh, Alexander's gone into the relay. Why did he stay in P1? He must be thinking that he can also have his cake and eat it too by also winning the sprint. But if he manages to bop us here, I can't exactly do anything about it. And might as well sprint with Kun. There isn't enough time left for... Oh, Dorish. Did Dorish get the time on us? 0.04 of a turn. I wasn't even looking at him because I didn't think he had the energy, but it was such a short stage that he was able to take time and the jersey. Alexander does get the green jersey for his troubles, but I imagine he would have thought he could have done more in this tour, given that he was the strongest overall rider. Dorish was the fastest, however, and we lose the Daalbeck to Hammersbach right on the line. So for me, it's been 8 days since that narrow defeat, and we have a couple of level ups to attend to. Campbell and Ward. Can't quite remember where I wanted to put these. Let me figure it out. Oh, I know where. For Ward, he needs more speed because he doesn't have a lot of speed. Campbell, on the other hand, I think... do I give him attack? Yeah, I'll give him attack because he has 6 attack per turn. Wonder if I can get another cobbler to replace David Perry since we know he's leaving next year. Nope. Gotta go down this list again. I would pick up Bradley Woods if his stat distribution was a little bit better. I think that's too much attack per turn and not enough recovery. So, Klein. If Woods is still there in a couple of months, I may take him anyway. But Fausto Grassi, the puncher, wins the Fruinian. And here at the Vitesse Spring Open, the aim is not to win, but just to do something, and I can do that with everyone except Pavlov because I have a minor or major on 3 of our riders. Ah, that's a terrible move, but we have to follow it because otherwise we fall short of the peloton. Which means I'm not sure anyone gets over the top of this. Doesn't look like it. Pavlov, you sit this one out. Kun could attack 2 tiles further. Watson would only follow with a max move though. Since it'll take the max moves from both of our riders, I don't think that's one I want to go with right now. I've decided, given the terrain coming up for GC time, Kun has to go to the front because he can make the fastest move. But what I'll do is I'll go 1 short of his max, that way he can still potentially go for it in the sprints. Sadly, I don't think that's possible because we still need to be going as fast as possible even now. Nobody else has attack points to spend in this group. Chris Ward should take the win now. Yep, that's indeed a win for Ward. He only had 5 attack points left because as a time trial rider he gets a -1 to his sprinting capabilities, but he only had 4 riders to pass. Which means once again well, almost a clean sweep of the jerseys. We didn't go after the mountain jersey here. And the pack is giving us a exit pass. We will go join Barone, who broke away the previous turn. However, I am not going to sprint over the top of him on this first climb because I only need to have the most amount of points over the course of the day and want to save as many attack points as possible. Well, he is interested in the mountain jersey because he did sprint over the top of me on that move. So right now, Barone's on 6 and we are on 4. We need to win this last climb to level the scoring. And thankfully we can do that. The attack point that I previously didn't care about spending, I can now spend. Because the last climb of the day is just going to be the GC climb. And this is near enough the ideal situation for us. Sure, some riders have more energy than our main guys, but we've got all 4 of our riders and are dictating the pace of this descent and flat section. So I was managing my efforts with both riders to make sure we didn't get attacked over, but we also got to the best landing spots each time, and yep, there was the attack and we cannot go with it. Did you just see that? Watson could have gone with that. In fairness, that would have been a max move for Watson, whereas this at least lets him save that max move for a later turn. Let's see if we can bridge across to that group. Drop him off here. Watson will save his max attack for the penultimate turn. And that means 4th and 5th. I think we need to send Pavlov into the breakaway again if we want to try and win this mountain jersey, because we currently do not have the tiebreak on Barone. Should be able to do it easily enough, though there are a lot of riders lining up behind us. Barone's not in that though, so we can take the points for ourselves. There's already a favourites group up the road. We're going to have to get into high gear and start pulling this back. I saw that attempt coming when I saw how hard they were riding the start of the stage. Thankfully we're going to get a chance to reconnect with everyone. And indeed everything was okay. So now the question is, how much do we have left? And the answer unfortunately is not much. Richter is going to put some serious time into us. It's an awkward place to move, but getting to there would have been a max move, and see, this way we can make the catch without burning our max attack. Not that it's going to matter for Watson, he is out of energy here. Watson loses here because we know Richter's going to want to ride past. Ward can barely follow. We're not going to be able to reorder on this next turn, so if Richter hasn't used a max move, that's Ward done. Because Richter will just reorder behind. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. 3rd place, but 2 completely empty riders. Watson's going to take 5th. And, oh, that is crushing. Richter, on those last climbs, got enough points to overhaul Pavlov, so we lose the tie break there again. And we can't win the Sprinters jersey anymore because Richter wins the tie break in that. But it was always going to be a quiet stage until then, because actually, should I wait one more turn to go to the front, because this next move is going to be on a shallow slope? Yeah, let's take that risk. So this is a crucial juncture of the race. I think we do have to follow this move because Watson can't make it to the bottom of the hill, but Pavlov or Ward potentially could, depending on how much energy they have left. This is a really difficult decision to make because I really wanted Pavlov to have a crack at the stage win, but Richter doesn't actually have as much energy as I thought, so maybe I should have gone for the stage win. But this is the only way to get to the foot of the final climb in one go. Nonetheless, we are now leading the race with Watson and Wards. So we'll have to wait and see if we can actually get closed down, because our next move is going to go to here. But I have a feeling Richter is going to reach. There's no slipstream. Yeah, Richter reaches, which means we are done. Oh, jeez. We can't even get to that tile with Wards. He's going to get stuck on this climb somehow, I think. And yeah, we get attacked over. To be honest, I don't think we would have pulled anything off with Pavlov against these two anyway. I think the best case scenario is that he trickles in, but slightly behind the pair, giving Ward and Watson a better chance at GC. Was the right call after all. It's just painful because, yeah, now Ward is going to lose an entire turn and possibly end up behind Watson even. And that is now confirmation. We are in 3rd with Ward. Watson is a close 4th. We got bopped for the points jersey, and the mountain jersey. Lars Richter takes the clean sweep. And we do get a decent points haul regardless. But not quite decent enough for us to be... well, we are in promotion contention, but at the current trend, we would not quite promote.